Action Comics issue 1016 sees Trish Q interview people about the aftermath of the giant fight Superman and Red Cloud had through the streets of Metropolis, with the consensus being that Superman was in trouble. Earlier, Superman and Red Cloud's fight destroys large chunks of the city as the people continue to tell Trish about who Red Cloud is. The people continue to tell her Red Cloud was beating Superman badly, and they knew if he went down, the people knew they were in trouble. But suddenly there was a bright light that hit Red Cloud and took her out. No one knew who fired the light, but they all point Trish to where it came from. Minutes before, in the Hall of Justice, Naomi asks the heroes about Leviathans, and Superman took off after mentioning it briefly, but Jane says that the Leaguers often do that. Batman continues to scan Naomi, learning more about her as the news begins reporting on Superman and Red Cloud's fight in Metropolis. Batman tells the League to put out a call to any active Leaguers to head to Metropolis and to help out. Naomi says that she can help, but Batman tells her to stay since she is untested and an alpha power with no training. Naomi doesn't care, taking off, something Batman knew she would do. Naomi races to Metropolis and attacks Red Cloud as Trish learns that some kids saw her, but they didn't know who the hero was, but they knew it was a powerful teenager. Naomi asks Superman what Red Cloud is, but he tells her that while he appreciates her help, she might want to leave. It's too late as Red Cloud grabs her, but Superman powers up his heat vision, telling Red Cloud she isn't going to get Naomi. He blasts the villain, telling her he gave her every chance as he races to meet her head on. Trish wonders just how Red Cloud got so powerful enough to go toe-to-toe with Superman, since it wasn't like that before. Superman slams Red Cloud into the ground as Trish continues her search for answers about what happened to the villain next, learning she just dissipated. She also learns that Superman wasn't too hurt, but he was mad, and was heard mentioning something about Oregon. In Oregon, Naomi, Superman, and the League arrive to meet Naomi's mother, Jen. Superman tells her that he knows what she's been through, since his family went through the same thing with him, then his son. Naomi reassures her mother she is okay as Batman arrives, and Jen thanks him for helping her daughter, and Batman says that Naomi has what it takes to be a hero, but she can't use her power as a crutch, since it will make her lazy and arrogant. Batman says Star Labs will be setting up a observation outpost near the dimensional rift that opened in town, since he can't do it thanks to things happening back in Gotham. And Superman says that there is something up with Star Labs, and Batman doesn't disagree, and they will have to keep an eye on them and Naomi. As the heroes leave, Naomi is greeted by Dr. Glory from Star Labs, who finds the evening's events quite exciting. Elsewhere, Leone talks with Mr. Strong, learning from the man Red Cloud's powers were amplified and she wasn't acting in the interests of the organization, not anymore at least. Leone knows Lex Luthor gave her an upgrade, and Strong knows that this is the big one, and Leone says that this means they are at war with everyone, so they can no longer be the invisible mafia, so she guesses it's time to show everyone in Metropolis just how big an empire they have. Action Comics issue 1016 was kind of a fun Naomi crossover issue that really didn't move the plot of the Leviathan side of things on at all. I didn't enjoy the Trish Q parts of this story, with her hunting down the story of what exactly happened during Superman's fight with the Red Cloud and how the Red Cloud got as strong as she was. It was pretty interesting, and I wish we got a lot more of that, since that's where Bendis' strengths lay, in that sort of gritty, investigative journalist stuff. That stuff has always been the highlight of these Action Comics issues. Everything else was kind of like a setup to Naomi's season 2, with Star Labs moving into her hometown and whatnot. I imagine they'll play into a part on season 2 of her series. The part with the Invisible Mafia becoming no longer invisible is pretty interesting, and I'm intrigued to see what the repercussions for that are for Metropolis and for the Man of Steel, and what will exactly happen with their organization. I'm going to give this issue a 7 out of 10.